Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking at the water cycle. Have you ever wondered where rain comes from? So we're going to have a look how this happens, how the process works. So if we start from the water, the river, the oceans, the lakes, what happens when the sun's shining like it is today? The sun does, then it heats up the water and it turns into vapors. So liquid turns into gas and slowly it rises and goes up. This process is called evaporation. This is the first part of the water cycle. You can try this at home. If you get a grown-up at home to boil some water, you'll see the water bubbling and slowly you'll see the steam going up higher and higher. And it's the same process what's happening right now with the sun shining now down on the rivers, the lakes, the oceans, and you see the water vapors turning from liquid to gas. And as I said, this process is called evaporation. As the water vapors go up into the sky, they turn back into water droplets. These water droplets mix with other gases in the atmosphere and also with other dust particles, and they form clouds. And this process is called condensation. Now you can try this at home again. So even if you're cooking pasta, that water that's boiling, you put a lid on, okay? The water vapors are rising and hitting the lid. When you lift the lid, you will see little water droplets steaming up, and that is the process known as condensation. So that's part two. Now, as I said, the clouds are formed. As more clouds come together, the cloud begins to get heavier and it gets darker. So when we look up in the sky, we can see dark rain clouds. And it gets to a certain period where the cloud just wants to burst and let the water fall. So you'll see rain or hail or snow falling. And this is called precipitation. So the water will fall and it will go into lakes, rivers, oceans, even into the soil. And then when it does go into the soil, it goes down beneath the soil, and that is known as groundwater. So this is the process known as the water cycle. So we had the first stage, which was evaporation, where the sun is heating the water and it's turning from liquid to gas. And once it arrives in the atmosphere, we've got a process called condensation, where it turns into water particles, mixes with dust particles, as well as other gases in the atmosphere. And then we got the third and final stage, which is precipitation, where that cloud finally bursts and the rain, the hail and the snow start to fall. And finally, I wanted to tell you a little fact. Did you know that plants sweat as well? And there's a word for this. It's called transpiration. Transpiration. So good luck with the water cycle. Remember the key words again: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and transpiration is when the plants sweat. Good luck. Enjoy.